way to do it. I mean, you can only have 85. I mean that. So, and you know how many seniors you got leaving, and then you can't really. I mean, it's hard to figure out attrition because you don't know what's going to happen. So if you oversign, you could be in trouble. All right, because you got too many, then something's got to happen. You know, and so you're very, you know, at least I am. I don't want to ever be in that position. And so you know, and I do always like having a couple to be able to do something with, and that's paid off for us in the past from a late guy or a transfer, or you know, now with the graduate transfers, it's kind of opened up. It's like a free agency. So being able to go and maybe find a guy that you may need in a hole that could help you, I would definitely want to have that ability.
What do you think your new coaches bring, recruiting-wise, in terms of geography, experience?
Yeah, well, Deke's been with me before, so and he's he's recruited the state of North Carolina, he's recruited South Carolina, he's recruited Georgia, so he's been in this footprint. So I mean, he does a great job with it. I know what he brings. Terry, I'm not as familiar with him, but I do know this. Back when he was at La Tech and I was at Southern Miss, I wanted to hire Terry because he was the best recruiter on their staff. And before I could do it, he went to Tennessee. And then I knew I couldn't touch him then I came here, and then he went to Nebraska. And then he went to A&M. But he's always been one of the top recruiters on every one of those staffs he's been on. He's from Louisiana, so he has natural ties there. He coached high school ball down there. But he's also coached, you know, he's recruited for every one of those schools that I just talked about in a lot of various places. He's got a great personality, so there's no doubt he can recruit.
Let's take two more. Yeah, Ace.
Larry, what will Mitch's success and to a lesser degree Marquise's success do and help you with the 18 and 19 quarterbacks?
Well, it's very evident right now because we get phone calls every day, you know, of quarterbacks out there. You know, and I can tell you, you know, in this recruiting period before we came off the road, heck, I didn't know where he was most of the time. He was all over the country, from the state of California to Washington to you name it, looking at 18 and 19 quarterbacks, in some cases 20 quarterbacks. So, you know, they all recognize what we've done. I mean, when you see how quickly Mitch developed as he was here and what he was able to do and what he's projected to do at the next level, I think there's a lot of quarterbacks out there that are excited and interested in seeing what's going on.
Does that also change how you offer? I'm sorry, someone say something.
No, go ahead, Andrew. We'll go Lindsay.
Okay, I apologize. Does that also change maybe how you go about offering or the quarterbacks you think that might be able to?
I'll tell you what, I'm very, very particular in the way we recruit a quarterback. You know, we don't throw out many offers. We're going to really do a lot of work on a quarterback, not only just watching a highlight tape, but you know, watching game tape, to seeing him throw in person, to seeing him in live games, to see how he interacts with his teammates, I mean, it's a very, very in-depth process, and that's one place that you can't afford to miss. I mean, if you miss a quarterback and you don't have a quarterback, you get fired eventually. That's what happens. And I mean, really, I mean, you go out and look at the coaches that don't have jobs, and they'll tell you the same thing. And it's just one area. You can't win at this level without a quarterback. I mean, it's just, you know, and I mean, and I say you can't win at the next level without them either. You know, it's just a whole nother step. And I mean, I saw a stat the other day where I think from 2003 till now, there's been only 3 quarterbacks on the AFL side playing the Super Bowl. And if you didn't have one of those 3, you had no chance making it. You know, and from Brady to Roethlisberger to Peyton Manning, that was it. The rest of the teams didn't have a chance. You know, and so that position is very, very important. And most of the time, you're just taking one. You know, and so when you have attrition there, it really throws things into a little bit of a panic mode, and that's kind of the situation I'm sitting in.
All right, last one.
Hey.
Take your time too, because you get it.
Cotman and Shaw.
Cotman and Shaw.
What did you see in either both of them, one of them, that really just stood out to you? I know you guys kind of had a little bit of a struggle getting some interceptions. Do you see that kind of eagerness, aggressiveness from them?
Yeah, first of all, I'm not gonna say we didn't get interceptions because we didn't have good corners, because I think the two corners we had were phenomenal. And I think you're gonna see both of them go on and play at the next level, so there's no doubt in my mind they both are really good players. You know, Trey Shaw, in recruiting Trey, we were on him very early. We liked him from the very beginning. You know, he's got North Carolina blood in him. I guess his uncle's Brian Simmons, who was a great player here. You know, some of his family members went to school here. His mother, Wanda, was just a true joy to get to know, and her mom, and just a great family, you know. And then just watching Trey as he progressed throughout his senior year, you know, and he finishes up winning a state championship and has a pick six in the game to you know, as they win the game. And so a lot of fun to watch him. CJ was a kid that, you know, we saw really a spring ago. Extremely talented, very, very fast, a track guy, but he played offense, played defense, played multiple positions, and has some really cool tools that I'm looking forward to messing with.
All right, thanks everyone.